Yes.
Oh,
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another live episode of Modern Dating WTF. And Mike's ADHD is kicking in over here, playing with the microphone.
is this thing on? Hello? Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Hello. Testing. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us again. We are so happy to have you here to talk about everything dating, everything from the craziest, funniest, horrific story ever to experts talking about how to navigate this world of dating.
I'm the expert.
Right. Mike thinks he's the expert. And for couples who met in the wild and have learned how to navigate relationships, and they're making it happen. Yeah, so that's like a new term. You haven't heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
okay.
you allowed to beat them over the head and drag them home now or not?
You'd love that. Anyway, my name is Rosanna. I'm the owner of Be Visionary, where I do singles events across PA, New Jersey, and Delaware. And this is my co-host,
Mike DiDomenico, where I've dated in all 50 states and owner of Midtown Social and some countries.
Yes, and this is Mike. So, Mike, first things first, we have to talk about it. We have to talk about the fact that our Eagles absolutely dominated those freaking Chiefs last night. How about it?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I would just like to point out that Taylor Swift just keeps dating the wrong guys.
She should be dating you, right?
Right. Every song she writes is about the wrong guys.
It's true. It's true. Yeah,
Wah.
she's gonna need to do a song now about dating the loser. He lost. Did you see some of them crying on the sideline?
Oh, please.
Oh my goodness.
He's still making millions. I ain't crying.
It warmed my heart. Oh, I'm so wrong. But
You know what would have made me happy if the refs didn't cheat and I won 19 grand. It should have been a shutout at 46-0 is where it should have been. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
At one point they were offering me money to take away that bet. I'm serious because it was
serious?
and then they called back the one touchdown.
Uh-huh.
And then mysteriously the Chiefs got a touchdown, which was bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I mean, could you imagine if you were dating a Chiefs fan?
Oh.
I mean, that don't work out real well here in Philly, peeps.
No, not at all.
No.
And I'm hoping everybody stayed safe last night partying out on the streets. Did you hear anything today? I know you're a TikTok whore.
Generally, it was okay.
It was?
I mean, it was. I mean, a couple broken windows, the usual shit, which is sad. I don't get the whole destroy the city.
Oh no, I actually did see them like literally carrying streetlights down the road. That's kind of crazy.
I don't know about that. So,
wait, did you see the couple that got engaged?
No.
There was a couple that got engaged right in the middle of the street, right in front of City Hall.
You cheated on her at the parade on Friday? No.
Yeah, so the parade's gonna be Friday, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you going?
No. I'm thinking about it, yeah.
So do you think it's a good place for people to meet someone?
At the parade?
Yeah, but they're loose, they're happy.
Yeah.
You got something in common.
I think that because I went to the last parade when we won the last time, and honestly, dating, and I was single at the time, dating was the furthest thing from my mind. I mean, it was just one big party, and it was just so much fun. And yeah, I wasn't really thinking about, is he hot or not or whatever. I was
Wait a minute, I don't think about that though. Like, I mean, you really go out thinking like that? I don't like.
Yeah.
When I'm out, I'm like, wow, she's hot, all right, like, let's go. But it's not like I'm not on the search, but if it happens, it happens. And
no, I'm not on the search, but that's what I'm saying. Like that day, I didn't even notice anybody. No, I didn't even notice anybody. Like I didn't even notice if somebody was hot or not. Well, I mean, some people would say that I have bigger balls than some men, so maybe that's the hunter side of me, maybe.
I mean,
but I will tell you now with Be Visionary, I'm definitely a hunter. People will tell you that I have been known to stop people in their tracks just to ask them if they're single so that I can give them my card if they are. So, yes.
And as your friend, and when we hang out and go out and do something like that, I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I give you credit for it.
100%. I do it all the time. Yeah.
I mean, I just used to say, hey, I'm Mike.
Yeah.
Or you're hot. You want a drink?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. There's been a couple people where I've felt that they were hot, but I knew they were too young for me. And it's funny because I'll say, hey, are you single? And I know they think that I'm asking for myself. And it's like, oh, because I own a singles events company, and that you can just see how their face just like deflates. It's like, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I don't like you. I don't think you're cute or anything.
No, I do.
I figured you're so ugly that you're single, and I would give you my card to help you.
So I actually start saying, I think you're adorable. Don't get me wrong. And if you weren't too young for me, and I say that first, and then I give them my card and say, but I'm asking because I own a.
So it's pretty sad because I was at a local store with big orange sign, and the worker there was helping me out. I'm like, yeah, at a bar we do. I'm like, we do. We do singles events. I'm like, he's like, well, how'd you know I was single? I was like,
Not hard to pick
I
out.
was like, I am not doing that anymore. Right.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Although I hear Home Depot is a great place for women to pick up men.
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. We actually talked about that on one of our
I think we
shows.
did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have,
Just not the bathroom. I think you mentioned about.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. So what we're talking about today is the fact that cuffing season, and in case you don't know what cuffing season is that time of the year when it's cold outside and all you want to do is just cuddle up with somebody and stay warm and
Yeah. So there's like many stages of single and dating, right?
Yeah.
So like, you have the hot girl summer thing, and then you have the September thing where you're like, starting to get back to work and summer's over and you need someone for the holidays. And it's I can definitely look in my past and see those signs when I never really looked at it now, right? You're like, well, why am I single in the summer? And why am I, and it really does kind of line up with all those things. So,
it's Mike's life cycle.
and on the more advice side of things, I mean, if you were looking to be in a relationship, like now is the time to start looking, right? Because you have all these opportunities to go out and meet people in person. You have places to go where you don't have to be like, oh, we have to go to dinner, or you want to get a cup of coffee. No, you have Cinco de Mayo, you have St. Patrick's Day, you have the March Madness.
Yeah, lots of parties.
There's all kinds of things to go out and meet people and have your wing friends, like line up your wingman, wing woman. Wing women are always better, by the way. Just pointing out. When a woman introduces you is 1,000 times better.
Disagree. Yeah.
Yeah. Because my wingman always used to try to sleep with him too, and I didn't help.
I've hooked many a man up. That's funny.
Then I'd have to tell everybody, look, I know he's taller than me, but he's actually really stupid. So
you are a great best friend.
Right. Oh, I know. When you wake up on Monday, you'll regret it and call me, but that'll be too late for you. So don't make that mistake. Right. I know that actually happens.
Yeah.
So anyway, the now is the time. But if you want a relationship, you need to have your life in order. I can't tell you how many times I've met someone great and I was still out in single mode, like out partying or this, that, whatever. And like my life wasn't ready to bring someone else into it. So it may have ruined those relationships, which might be, so get yourself straightened out first. If you're looking for a relationship, if you're just looking to hit it, by all means, go to the Super Bowl party, the St. Patty's Day, and get ready for hot girl summer.
So why don't we talk about getting ready, right? Okay, so we just talked about cuffing season is on its way out, right? Valentine's Day is around the corner. Weather's going to start breaking, and
can't wait for bikini season.
So this is the time. I can't wait for bikini season. So this is the time, right? If you want to get into a relationship, this is the time to prepare yourself.
Yes.
To really put forth that effort, right?
Yeah, it's the new year.
Right. So let's talk about what can people do to get ready. So first things first, I would say you got to let go of the past, right?
Yes.
So a good way of doing that is maybe first cleaning out your closet.
One of my girlfriends burned all my hoodies that I left at her house.
Did she?
Yes.
Did she?
So, well, along with many other things that were mine, she lit on fire. But
so does burning hoodies equal that you're going to be able to?
Well, it's kind of like burning
over your ex.
Set sage. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of like cleaning out your life over your. If you can't get over your past, you can't have a future. This is what my therapist told me anyway. Well, many therapists. My one therapist needed a therapist actually.
Because of you.
100%. 100%.
Okay. All right. So it's like sage. So then we have some prayers to get rid of the devil.
Yeah, but you definitely have to be done with the past to be able to move forward in the future.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
And they always say that the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody in your situation. Right? Yeah. In your situation, my situation is to get on top of something. But whatever.
That's right. Yes.
Yes. Depends on which direction you want to go.
I mean, I'm okay with being on top too, though.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Sometimes a long, hard day at work, and I don't feel like working.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it's a partnership, right? When somebody gets on top sometimes, the bottom, whatever happens. All right. So what else? What else could somebody do to prepare? I would think, making sure that your house and your car is prepared to bring a person into your life.
And your brain and your friends. Oh. So I can tell you that I've had experiences where some of the girls I date have very toxic friends, and they're unhappy because now their friend is happy. right? So the friend is happy because
Really
they met somebody they're in a relationship with.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And that friend that was always getting them to go out and like just get messed up all the time and whatever, right now they're unhappy. So they're always trying to throw the relationship under the bus.
Got it.
So, you know, and it happens on both sides, not just women, men too.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, we all get jealous, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to clean out the toxic friends, which is good in general.
I don't disagree. I agree with that. Yeah. I think that not all your friends are in your corner at all times.
Right.
Yep.
Maybe they want
you need to make sure that your friends are truly there for the right reasons.
Some people need you just to be able to have their own social life.
Sure. So we have a question from the audience.
Oh,
are you ready?
Is that true?
Mr. Full of advice. How do you know when you're ready, but keep hitting roadblocks, Mike?
Oh.
And this is coming from a man, so I'm going to let you take that one.
So hitting roadblocks in what sense? Meaning that they don't want to date you, or that you're just hitting roadblocks in your own life? I don't. I mean,
no, I think it's hitting roadblocks that, like, for whatever reason, no matter what you try doing, it just never works with a woman.
Well, like my dear old grandmother used to say, you never know when it's going to happen, so you have to be ready for when it does happen. You can't let a roadblock. A roadblock is a sign, right?
It's true. I see them as signs.
Like for me, it's always
meant to be.
For me, it's always been about connection,
Mhm.
right? The eyes connect, whatever. And for certain people, that happens more than others. For some, it never happens. I don't know. I can only speak for myself. But for me, it wasn't the meeting people; it was the not being ready for those people, and not having that, like, you know.
So what if you feel? I think what this person's saying is they feel ready, they think they're ready, but then for whatever reason, it just doesn't work out.
Well, you got to get out there enough. I mean, have you met some? Like, is the road? That's what I'm saying. Is the roadblock?
No, they met somebody. They keep meeting people.
Well, because
and they date them
because they're ready. Because
Hmm.
that other person's not ready.
Oh, got it.
Are you meeting?
It is important for both parties to
Right.
truly be ready,
Yeah.
to truly have interest in the other party and want to put forth the effort.
Well, and I
completely
like I
agree.
said, in context, like I'm getting older now. I kind of want the
You're
same
just
things.
old.
Yeah.
Just say it. I'll always be older.
No
You don't
comment.
know any better.
But
I know, I'll always be older.
you know, where's your dating pool? Right? Like, are you dating people that are also ready, or are you not dating? Or like, who are you trying to date? Where are you meeting them? Stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's
tough.
That's a very good point.
I can't give you all that therapy without having more conversation in there, Drew. But we'd be happy to talk to you after the show.
So, but you make a very good point, right? So I think one of the things that you do come across on the dating sites a lot are people who are recently out of a relationship and they're literally fish out of water, and they're going on the site just because they want some kind of connection with people, right? Because they live alone and they want to be able to talk to people.
Right. So there should be like a dating site that's like fresh out of a relationship. And then the people that are like, hey, I'm a professional Tinder date guy. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people who've been out on thousands of dates, and like the people
Was
that
that
get
your nickname before?
No, I told you I never.
Oh, that's right. You did do that. That's right. You were just called player.
Yeah.
Prior to your girlfriend. That's right.
I mean, put me on a post office wall and I'll date the mail lady.
OMG. He did not just say that. Moving on.
What do you call it? What do you call a gay milkman? What? Dairy Queen. Anyway, thanks.
All right. So anyway, so I do think that it is important that you vet people before you invest in people, right? So you need to ask, and this is one of the things that people.
But you attract what you get. You attract
what you get.
What you get.
Yeah,
right.
It's your energy.
So you have to have put your best foot forward for what you're looking for. Now, if you're just looking for a drinking buddy, then going out drinking all the time is pretty easy to find one.
Right.
If you're looking for a partner or someone to go hiking with and do other things, then you need someone to go hiking. Like, there's plenty of meetup groups for all that stuff. I've never been a fan of some of those groups, but there's other ways to get out that don't have to be the bar. You have to start meeting the answer is you have to define what you want and start putting yourself in the situation so you can meet the people that you want.
Agreed.
You're meeting roadblocks because, as my father used to say, Mike, do you ever think you're the crazy one, not them?
Well, that's pretty
obvious. Yes.
I mean,
but take that in a less
your dad
way.
knows you best.
Right. Like, do you ever think you're meeting roadblocks because you're trying to date maybe above your dating thing? Maybe you're dating below your dating. Maybe you're not dating in the, you got to maybe analyze what you're looking for
So I will say I have had this conversation a few times now with single people, and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's just no matter what I try, I just can't seem to find the right person, this, that, and the other. And I will tell you, just doing the singles events and coming across many, many singles, one of the biggest reasons is because of your energy, is because of your approach, your disposition. When you go into an environment where you are meeting new people, regardless it's for dating, friendships, even if you're just going to sit at a bar, you have to have a positive attitude, a positive mindset. Do you ever hear the fake it till you make it? Fake it till you make it. Put a smile on your face and pretend you're happy if you're not, and then you approach people and talk to people.
This is interesting. So the guy's dating a few different girls a week and whatever. As much of a player as I've been labeled as in my entire life,
You never did that.
always like one at a time.
Yeah.
Unless they're in agreement that night. But
2 on 1.
I mean, I'm getting older now. It's happening less and less.
But
right?
I get it. Yeah, I understand. They seem interested, but also seem like they are still searching. How can you get to know someone when you're serial dating so many? Just hard to find a man when it seems so many are doing.
Well, that's a sign of the times because you have so much to choose from. I hate to age myself here, but I mean, the internet came out when I was like 21. Dating sites didn't get really like good for another 5-6 years. But now it's like the grass is always greener. Like you can.
Well, there's options, right? The dating site gives you so many options.
And the algorithm and Facebook and all that stuff, like Instagram, as soon as you start dating somebody, all these hot girls start friend requesting you and like coming after you.
It's true.
And nobody
It's
comes
true.
after you when you're
It's
not.
like when you have a wedding band on, everybody wants you, and then when you take it off, nobody
Yep.
wants you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mary, I will tell you, I would argue that there are a lot of men who feel the same way. And I hear it. I hear it from men and women alike, where they feel that the opposite sex is just not ready to settle down and they want to date multiple people. Honestly, all that means is they have not met the right one yet. They haven't met the person that makes them want to say, that's it.
Well, that goes back to the roadblocks too. So I mean, like you're only hitting roadblocks because it's not the right person.
Right. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
wasting time. Now, we were joking earlier about cuffing season and just having someone to be warm next to and then breaking up with them for a hot girl summer or whatever. But I find that when you waste time with the wrong person, you could have missed the right person.
It's true too.
And that sucks.
But how do you know that it's the wrong person? And this is the other thing that we're going to need to have a whole episode on this, on how do you vet people.
Yeah.
A whole episode on what are the right questions to ask in order to vet people correctly and hopefully get to their nitty gritty early on so that you can decide move on or move forward.
Like, are you on Zoloft? No. Okay.
Have a Prozac.
How many times a month do you see a therapist?
So what else? Before we bring on our guest,
have you ever had a PFA?
With a crazy story. Crazy
Speaking
story.
of PFAs, okay. Is this a crazy story?
No, well, we're not getting there just yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, what else? What else can people do to prepare for that person? Because, once hot girl summer comes, that's it, right? People aren't going to want to lock down.
So I was kicking this around with the girlfriend I can't mention, but she said, it's so funny. She said that when we met, your apartment was always clean. Your car was always clean. You always smelled good. You were always dressed nice. You always had time for me. You always opened the door. And now I'm doing your laundry and cleaning your apartment. I'm like, exactly. Got you right where I wanted you.
Okay.
But
wow.
She is got a great job. She realizes how I do want my life, and she's trying to help to keep my life that way. And I try to help her in other ways as well. But it works. Like, you have to set forth your best foot and your expectations in life. And if that person appreciates those things, they'll help with you. I mean, it's, or I could just be a complete narcissistic sociopath and I have her brainwashed to do everything for me, but I don't think so. Just kidding, Mom.
Moral of the story is find somebody to be your mate.
Yes, but that will happen if that will happen if it's going to happen. But if your life is a mess when they meet you, you're not going to get to that point.
Okay. So be the person that you are meant to be before you meet somebody.
Right.
I agree with that, Mike. Thank you. I appreciate
you. Yeah, let me clarify that. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I think what Mike is trying to say is that if you want somebody who's clean, if you want somebody who's neat, if you want somebody who has a job, makes a decent income, has good hygiene, whatever the case may be,
right,
you need to be that person first. Be that person first, right? You can't expect excellence and you come in mediocre.
Right. And I don't ask, believe it or not, I'm like, stop cleaning. Right. I'm like, you're driving me nuts. And she's like, no, I want to, like she wants to keep, as life gets busier, we all have that like first couple months where it's like, you actually literally blow off work a little bit. You want to spend time. But then at some point, if you want to have a real relationship, you have to be able to have your lives, work lives, and everything start to balance out. And that's where she stepped up and, tries to help. And I think that's awesome. I mean, but not every girlfriend was like that. That's for sure. Like, when are you paying for the maid? When are can I have your credit card to go get Starbucks and get my nails done? That's not the right person necessarily, unless you're a millionaire, I guess.
So basically, Mike is saying go out and get yourself a maid who will also be good in bed.
And the less, honestly, nowadays, the less English, the better. I mean,
or a man. I mean, maybe I could find a man to do that for me.
You could probably find a man to do that for you. I mean, there's probably websites out there where the man would be like wearing a maid's outfit and clean your house or some shit.
But moral of the story, couple things, right? A couple takeaways. Number one, be who you want. Okay. Be that person first and foremost. If you are not where you need to be, if your economical state is not where it needs to be, if your professional life is not where it needs to be, if you have a messy house, a messy car, and I'm sorry, I keep talking about the messy, but it's a thing. It's a thing, right? Like if you can't even take care of yourself, if you can't even take care of the things that you own, how do you expect to be able to take care of someone else? Right? And that's exactly how I think. If you're not able to take care of the shit that you're responsible for, then how can I ever trust you to take care of me and my heart? So think about that. Think about it. But with that said,
keep watching the show. Don't think about it too much right now.
Yeah, not right now. So with that said, we do have a guest to join us on the show tonight, Mike, whose story is going to blow your mind.
I don't know anything about this story, so now you have me interested. I'm very intrigued.
So with that said, if we could bring on Joanne. Hi, Joanne.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Thank you.
Good. So Joanne, this is Mike, my co-host.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
So Mike, Joanne, why don't you first give us a little bit of background about you and where you've been living and what that dating life has looked like for you for, the 25 years that you've been alive.
Okay. I love you. How far do you really want me to go back?
Well, you were married at one point.
Yeah, I was married.
Okay. All right. You got divorced. How old?
How old was I? I was about, I don't know, 40, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you've been out in the dating world, right?
Yes, out in the dating world. And I decided to, what do I do? So I decided Match. That was the hot thing back then, So I go on Match. And do you want me to start with the story?
Sure. Go right ahead.
So, a couple of people hit me up, and then this one guy hit me up, and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So, we start going back and forth, and, he asked me out on a date. So he told me.
Yeah, because he was gorgeous.
Drop dead.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Got it.
Yeah. Drop dead.
So,
Mike thinks the story's about him.
Oh, yeah, it's about you, Mike.
Thanks.
Brother. So,
his brother does live in Florida, by the way.
He doesn't. He's not as good looking as I am.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, he probably wouldn't have broken up with you. My brother he's like a lover, Yeah.
He's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't mean to interrupt.
Joanne, can you do me a favor? Can you get closer to your computer if you don't mind? Because you're going in and out a little bit.
There we go.
Okay. So, he said, this is what he told me. He said, I said, what do you do? He said, I'm a pharmacist. All right, that's cool. And he said, and I always dreamed when I met like the woman of my dreams that I was at a convention at the Ritz-Carlton and I wanted to bring her there. That's where I was going to bring her. And he said, and you're the woman. I'm like, oh man, this is a good day, So,
you hit the jackpot.
He wants to take you to the drug convention at the Ritz-Carlton.
Well, sort of, yeah. So
listen to the story.
This is back in the Viagra days. I'm just.
Listen to the story.
Carlton, and I'm having a classy drink by a classy bar, and you know, I'm looking around and looking around, and I was just like kind of chilling, and he taps me on the shoulder, and I turned around, and he was like, oh my God, he was like 6'2", body to die for, just gorgeous. And he said, hi, Joanne, I'm Adam. I say, hi, Adam. So anyway,
You're like, I'm
Icy
Eve.
creams.
yeah,
I'm Eve.
I wanted to be Eve, like right at that moment. So he says, let's get out of here. Let's go outside. So we go out by the pool, and there's nobody out there. Perfect. So we sit down and we order drinks, and we're talking. I felt like he was like my soulmate. Like I was like, we looked at each other's eyes. It was like I heard music. It was like amazing. You know, like I don't think I've had before. You know? Uh-huh. So you know, so I said, you know, God, you're gorgeous. Like, you're so gorgeous. And, you know, we're going back and forth. And anyway, so he's telling me his like story that he grew up um, drug addicts, and his grandmother raised them and all, and he went to farmers, blah, blah, blah. So like, you know, we're flirting and hugging, and we're, you know, and he picks me up, and he's a gorgeous specimen, and he called me a Barbie.
How many times has she said gorgeous now? You know what? I need to take a shot for every time you say gorgeous.
Oh,
you will never make it out of here.
I know. I won't be able to make it out.
Started making out. Oh my God, like a perfect kiss. Like there's kisses, and then there's perfect kisses and hugs. So anyway, he says, I have to tell you something. I said, what? He said, I'm a virgin. I said, what? So it was kind of hot, kind of not, you know? So I'm like, all right, let's not ruin the evening. And so we you know, we keep, you know, chatting and all. So let me see. So, you know, it's sexy. It's great. You know, it's like the vibes there. Everything's there. We talked for like 4 hours. It was like amazing. I'm like, oh my God. He goes, oh, he gets, I want to see you again. He says, so, you know, I'll meet you again. I said, cool, you know, and I got my car. He got in his car. So he said, he calls me the next day, and he says, I want to meet you at, he said, where do you want to go? I said, Delray Beach, Atlantic Avenue. It was hot at that time. I don't know how it is then. Now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, so I said, and there's this restaurant.
Opal.
So I meet him there, and halfway through the dinner, he had this bad headache. And I'm like, oh, God, what's wrong? He goes, I just don't feel good. I go, I'm looking around for Advil, you know, get this guy better. I like him, you know. So anyway, he still didn't feel good. There was a live band, and I'm like dancing to the band. He's like, oh, my head. I'm like, oh, shit, this is bad. So anyway, and so during the dinner, he's telling me he has a sister in Orlando and how he wants me to meet her. He was going to take me there like next week and da-da-da. So I said, cool, you know, whatever. So now a couple of days go by, and he calls me, and I said, where are you working? He said, I'm in the pharmacy. Okay. I said, oh, all right. You know, which pharmacy? Kind of vaguely what he said was which pharmacy it was. Anyway, he told me he lived in Boca. Found out, no, down south from there. So I said, well, you know, listen, I'm going to come to Boca. I'll stop by. Dead silence. I'm like, well, that's weird. You don't want to get late. I mean, you know. So he said, so he was a little skeptical after that. You know what I mean? So now a few days go by, I don't hear from him. So I say, how are you? How are you? What's going on? He said, well, I got to tell you the truth. He says, my parents, I had to move in with I'm living with my parents, and they're both drug addicts, heroin addicts. And so I was feeling sad just before I met you. And my dad said, let me shoot you up with some heroin. So I said, really? He goes, yeah. So that headache I had that night. Better. Yeah. A headache that I had that night was from withdrawal. I'm like, oh God. Cause my brother was a heroin addict. So it was like, kind of touched me a little bit. I was like upset cause I hate that. So anyway, he says, so listen, he says, you know, I feel bad about that, but you know, I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to do it anymore. La, la, la. So I didn't hear from, and I said, so I called him and I said, what's the matter? He goes, well, I'm laying in bed. They're shooting me up with drugs. I feel really good. He said, my mother brought me a hamburger from McDonald's. This is like a week or 2 weeks later, and I couldn't eat it. So I threw it in the corner. And he said, he said, and so then I was hungry and I picked it up. It was moldy and it had like flies on it. I said, well, what'd you do with it? He said, I ate it. Okay. You ate it. Yeah. He goes, then, and he had this gorgeous smile, this like gorgeous smile. He goes, and my teeth started falling out, and I had lost 2 teeth from the first burger. I'm like, what's going on? You know? So anyway, he said, well, he said, my mother's sitting on a chair in the corner watching me getting messed up. And my father just walks in and out. And he said, I haven't took a shower in I don't know how long. So they threw me in the shower. They hosed me down. And then they threw me back in the bed. So every once in a while, I was keeping in touch with her. And so beautiful Rosanna said to me, was it because he was so gorgeous or because you cared? I said, a little of both, because my brother, but yeah, he was really good looking, I got to say. And I thought maybe,
You're
anyway.
a much better person than I am. That would have made it through the second phone call.
I think this is why I asked her that question,
That's
right? So
shit.
I think that if she wasn't interested in the guy, or she wasn't this interested in the guy, she would have been long gone, right?
Yeah.
Like after he ghosted her the first time, she would have just been like, whatever, dude, you're done.
Yeah,
right?
but her was a deal breaker.
No, well, because he was so hot and
Yeah.
she felt like such a connection with him. But
I don't care if it was the hottest girl.
I agree. I hear you.
But also because my brother died of a heroin overdose, so I had that kind of, try that.
Yeah, you had.
I mean that part I understand.
I get it.
Like I mean, as a human, you want to care about the person.
Yes.
But as far as dating, like all bets are off. I mean, that's not even.
I really care now, because I couldn't believe that such a gorgeous, seemed like great human could turn out like this so quickly. It would just.
Wait, it gets better. Go on. Go
yeah.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so anyway,
fast forward.
Yeah, about a couple of weeks later, I call him and I said, "How you doing? Are you eating?" And he said, "Well, I ate my feces." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, I basically ate his poop." I'm like, I thought it was like a horror show. I'm not kidding you. Are you serious? He goes, "Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad." I'm like, "Oh my God." So then fast forward.
If I'm ever single again, I'm never going on fucking dating site. Ever.
Go on. Oh, it gets better.
So anyway, he says, I said, "Listen, I want you to get help." He goes, "Can you send me money for drugs?" I said, "Absolutely not." I said, "Listen, I want you to get help. And my brother should have gotten help, but he died. I want you to get help. I'll try to get you help." And he says, "Yeah, my parents are going to Baker Act me." So I said, "Good." So that was it.
But wait a minute, weren't they the ones shooting him up?
Yeah, the father was shooting him up, and the mother was in the corner watching him eat his own poop. So I know it's a horror story. It could be a movie. I know.
Mean, he could be father material. I mean,
Yeah. That's horrible. So anyway, his mother. So then
no trauma there.
They're going to Baker at me, and I said, "Good. I finally felt like he was going to be on his way. That's good." So now fast forward a while went by, and I'm cooking dinner. My sister's there, and phone ring, and it's this nurse from this hospital down in South Florida, and she says to me, "Do you know I forget his last name anyway, but his first name was what was his first name? Adam.
You said Adam.
Oh God, you're so good, Adam." And she said, "Yeah." She said, "I found your number in his phone," and I said, "Oh, how's he doing? How's he doing? I know that he's trying to get help." Well, she says, "Actually, we found him in front of the hospital, naked, wrapped in a blanket." And we found out, we researched, somebody got the license plate and found out his parents drove him there, dropped him off in a blanket naked in front of the hospital. So I said, "Oh my God, are you kidding?" She said, No. She said, "How do you know him?" I said, "Well, I know him from dating him a couple times, and he was just gorgeous." She said, "Gorgeous?" I said, "Yeah, like, again, drop dead gorgeous." And she said, "Not this guy." I go, "What do you mean not this guy?" She goes, "He's like 90 pounds. He's skin and bones. He has no teeth. And listen, he had a beautiful set of teeth, but the heroin and all that. He has no teeth, and he's a hot mess." And I'm like, "Oh my God." She goes, "Yeah." She said, "So we're trying to get him into rehab and stuff like that." And I said, "Oh my God." So I waited. I texted him, and he texted me these like la 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 la, like texts I couldn't even understand, like DDBDD, "Are you all right?" Whatever. So I figured he's on his way. So I called, the nurse said, "Listen, I'll keep in touch with you." So when I called her back, I said, "Well, listen, why don't you call her sister in Orlando?" He has no sister. He has no sister who's going to take me to see his sister in Orlando. "Oh, he wasn't going to take you to see his sister." She said, "He doesn't have no sister. And he just got out of jail for kidnapping a child." I said, "What?" "Yeah, he held a child at his..."
Sorry,
I would just like to point out that our two most messed up stories have come from dating in Florida.
I know. It's so true. It's so true. But
Always read the police briefs and the little gas station newspapers before you date somebody. They have all the pictures of it in there of everybody. Yeah. Holy shit.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I was like newly single, so a little naive, you know. So anyway, I said, I'm sorry, I forgot where I was. So yeah, so she said he where was I? I'm sorry.
Kidnap the child.
He's gonna kidnap. Yeah.
Because he was so gentle and so wonderful. Like, you just don't know. You just don't know. So I said, oh my God, I think he was going to kidnap me and take me to Orlando. That's what I really think. But anyway, by the grace of God. So said,
you might have been on a date with a serial killer. For
no, seriously. So now I figured out why he was so fit, because I know fit. I work out. I mean, he had a body like, just perfect. And so he must have worked out in jail. Because in prison, they all work out, and so because he came out like fabulous. So I said to him,
you can't get over how fabulous.
Maybe I should spend a couple of weeks in jail. I don't know.
No, but
no, thank you.
Yeah, you'd be in top shape then.
Like he said, been a couple of years in jail. So whatever. Jesus. I know. So he gets out of jail, and so I meet him, and he's not a pharmacist. He's a
pharmacologist. There's a difference. He's a drug dealer.
No, he's a janitor. He's a janitor. I found out
out of high school.
Janitor. Yeah, in a deli.
Oh.
A janitor
eating people's pastrami after they threw it out.
What's he dusting off the meat? I mean, like.
Yeah, a janitor in a deli. So I said, "Oh my God, this is just getting worse and worse." So then I called the nurse again to see how he was. This is where it really gets good. She says, well, I got a story for you.
It's not good yet. Not yet. No. It's not a what the fuck story yet.
I'm still in shock.
Yeah. So anyway,
I don't have much words.
I said to the nurse, she said, no, he's really horrible. He's messing up. So she said, well, I got something to tell you. I said, what? This was like the last time. She said, my colleague, one of the nurses, the RNs, came in and she's checking his vitals, and he said like, oh, I can't talk. He said, can you come a little closer to me? He tried to bite her. What's the main vein?
Yeah, that
aortic,
the artery, whatever it is, yeah.
But he missed it. So all this, nurse told me, the blood was squirting out everywhere, but they saved the nurse.
That dude was gonna eat you.
I know.
Freaking wear your skin.
I know. Yeah.
Sounds to the lamb shit.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that shit down there. All the methods.
Oh my God. This is like unbelievable.
I'm telling you, I've had similar, not like that, but dating experiences in Florida when I first moved there and didn't really know my way around. Like, there are some weird ass people down there. I mean,
yeah.
Not just the people that wrestle alligators. I mean, like the ones that move there. Like,
yeah.
And you're really lucky.
I have nightmares about this because it reminds me of like a horror film.
Yeah.
The corner, his mother's watching, he's getting shot up, he's eating poop, moldy hamburgers. Like, what? This beautiful person? I'm glad
we're meeting Joanne here instead of watching her on ID. That show
oh my God, right? Or the Bates Motel.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a good question.
He was only missing 2 teeth, Daryl.
How did he bite with no teeth? LOL.
I know.
That's crazy.
So wait, so I have just one question, just for timeline purposes. What was the timeline on this? Because dude lost all of his teeth and 50 pounds in what, 2 weeks?
No, a couple months. Yeah, but he was shooting up they were shooting him up like every day, and he didn't eat for like weeks or shower or anything. And they basically threw him like an old washcloth, in front of take him to his parents.
Maybe his parents knew he was a serial killer and they were trying to.
The parents went to jail. Excuse me. The parents went to jail.
They got his license plate. They went and they arrested them for dropping, just thrown in front of the naked in front of the hospital. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, anyway, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. From that to that. Which she goes, what do you mean? Good looking. She said, he looks like a little scrawny, ugly, toothless person. I'm like, no.
That's a shame.
And I showed her a picture of him. She said, no. She said, I can't see that. I said, well, yeah, that's how he was. So anyway, that's basically crazy what happened.
So I actually have a story somewhat similar.
Jesus.
So somewhat. So I moved down the shore the year that I graduated. We moved down for the summer, and it was a spur of the moment decision. Me and 4 of my girlfriends, we go down there and we get jobs. If you guys remember in Wildwood, there used to be the castle.
Sounds like
and there
every
were
horror
games at the bottom
story
of
from the
castle.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of
So
girls.
we got jobs there, and then we found a place, and it was one of those places where the living room, the bathroom, and the kitchen were centralized, but then there were rooms that locked around the apartment, right? And there was 2 people per room. So we needed a couple more people. So we met these guys while we were working there, and we asked them, "Would you want to come live with us?" And they said, "Yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll do it." Right? Okay, great. All right, cool. So we move in. The first weekend that we're there, we end up having this huge ass party.
Daughters. I would be in jail for.
We have this huge ass party. I mean, everybody from up and down the block is at the house. We're partying. I drank tequila like it was nobody's business. And yes, yours truly was crawling around the floor, dry heaving by the end of the night, the whole 9 yards, right?
Yeah.
So the one guy,
Like last
his
weekend.
name is Jim. The one guy named Jim decided to take care of me, which I appreciated, right? He was taking care of me. He was holding me up. So, whatever.
Just like he
And he
takes
was
care
gonna-
of it. Just like he takes care of his mommy
Right.
at the Bates Motel.
At the Bates Hotel, right, exactly.
Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. So he says to my girlfriend, he's like, "I'm gonna take her into the bedroom so that she can get some sleep, and I'm gonna make sure she's okay so she doesn't puke and kill herself," right? Well, my girlfriend, and I'm telling you, this was God, right? My girlfriend would not leave me alone with him, would not leave him alone with me. She would not do it. She went into the bedroom with us. She made sure to sit there with us the whole 9 yards. She would not leave him alone with me. Fast forward.
Wait, I got a
survived,
I
whatever.
mean, not for nothing, but I mean, if the guy cleaned your puke off you and everything else, I mean, like, you
Wait,
deserve to
wait,
sleep a
wait,
little.
wait, it gets better.
Why didn't the girl just stay with you? Why did he have to be there?
Yeah, I know.
Well, hold on. Well, she was drunk too.
Because
We
most
were all-
girls' friends are
I
assholes.
think he was sober though. I think he was actually okay.
Oh,
So anyway, fast forward. Summer's almost over. I had enough for the summer, so I decided to go home.
You had enough of hot girl summer?
Yes, I had.
Oh, now you're ready for a relationship in September. It's our fault. It's Guy's fault.
So I decided to go home, and this is pre-cell phones, right? Because I'm old. This is pre-cell phones, the whole 9 yards. So after a week or two, I decided to call back to the house to see how everybody was doing, and be jealous a little bit. Come to find out, that dude that took care of me that night was wanted for rape in PA and New Jersey, went AWOL from the army, and ended up raping our friend from across the street who lived across the street, raping her, slitting her throat, putting the knife into her underwear, and leaving it in the trash can outside.
oh my God.
Can't make this shit up.
What
Yep.
the fuck?
Yeah, that could have been me. That could have been me. I'm telling you, God
That-
saved my life that night. That could have been
You.
Mhm.
Lucky you didn't go for your juggler. Tried to
me. Right?
The fact that I'm not married is mind blowing. By the way,
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, the guys that you moron girls date is
I didn't
mind.
date him.
Not no offense, no offense.
I didn't date him. I didn't
But
date
are
him.
you shitting me?
He was my roommate. I didn't date him.
I
Okay,
thought
I'm not jealous, but like you got married young and they got divorced at 40. That's what everybody does. They marry like when they're 21, 20. Oh, they're good looking. We're gonna have kids and whatever. And then they find out they picked the wrong one. So I just chose to wait a little longer than I thought I was going to. But like literally all those friends from high school are in college are all getting divorced now.
yeah.
And then
Right.
you're stuck in your 40s trying to get back out in the dating scene. But anyway,
And you date an ex-con and who ends up being a heroin addict and
that's a
biting nurses' throats.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Crazy.
most of them aren't who they say they are.
Uh-huh.
I had like 4,
So
real
well,
quick.
you got to get one of those background check apps. I've had as a bar owner, I've had a couple girls come here because I'm the owner, and for whatever reasons, like one tried to fake being pregnant for like money and this and that. Like, there's some really crazy people out there.
yeah, people, not women and men alike.
Well, no, it's people. I'm not just
Crazy. Yeah, crazy.
No, and I don't really look at people like I don't know. We always try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt when you meet them or whatever. But there's one app you just put their phone number in, and I met someone in Florida who is on the federal watch list.
oh my God.
Yeah. We'll just say she's
originally
she's originally from North Jersey, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
South Jersey and then
Her
moved.
dad would shoot me in the head, and I would end up in the the woods
Yeah.
somewhere.
So I
Tony
know
Soprano.
Joanne actually just recently moved back to Jersey, to South Jersey from
Okay.
Florida.
Yeah.
She's recently out of a relationship.
Speaking of Tony Soprano, but anyway.
Right. So gentlemen, those of you that are single, Joanne will be eventually getting back out there, and we'll make sure to keep her in the Be Visionary family.
But just so that you all know, we will be watching you, dude. So you gotta have your shit together because Rosanna. Yeah. Well,
all right, I gotta run.
We got your back.
Run whoever I meet by you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll
vet them for you.
I always tell my friends to bring their dates into the bar because the guys always get intimidated when the owner walks up. And like if the guy's like,
because you're like 6'1" and
no, it's just like I don't know. It's
wait,
mostly
Mike, when you walk up, you said they get intimidated.
Well, mostly if I know, like if they're friends of mine, like and they're on a date with a guy, like I have a personality. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna talk to you and whatever. And like if they're kind of like if they have bad intentions or if they're just like have a shitty personality, they're not gonna like me. I mean, you have to, so they get intimidated. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can tell them like this dude, like what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least you don't have to like text her, like be like I have to go to the bathroom. Or like order an angel shot or whatever,
Yeah.
I'll take care of it for you. We'll run them right out of the bar.
So Joanne did happen to tell me another story that I'm going to very quickly go through. Joanne, you and I could kind of go through it together very quickly, if that's okay. So no, we want I want to hear I want you to intervene.
All right.
So Joanne used to work at the casinos.
Yes.
And she used to. What was your role there?
Cocktail waitress.
Just to look hot, basically, right? Okay. So her job was to look hot and serve drinks.
Okay.
And she got to work the bullpen.
Okay.
Yeah.
The baccarat pit.
Yeah. That. Yeah. So that's where the rich
say
people
no more at baccarat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rich people go.
All the wise guys went down there then,
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody bothers you, Joanne, they'd say, we'll take care of him. We'll take care of him. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
We got you. Don't worry.
They're still down there, just less than before. But
So while there, she meets this older man who has a lot of money, who is trying to win her over with his money, trying to sleep with her, and she's refusing because she's a respectable woman. And finally, one day offers her a lot of money to take and go to New York and Manhattan and just go do a shopping spree. So
those trips never end well.
What'd you say? Yeah. So she takes him up on that, right? She's like, oh, no harm, no foul. I don't have to sleep with him. I'll just get whatever the hell I want, right? So she did.
I got an envelope full of money, and I had a limo, and I was shopping in New York at like 20 years old, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want me to go?
Yeah. So so she does this shopping spree, and then fast forward, he then convinces her to go on a trip with him. So you go ahead and take it from there, Joanne.
Oh, I can already tell you how this one ends. But go ahead.
So I go on a trip with him in Florida, and I said, this is platonic, whatever. He got me my own room, whatever. And he goes, what do you like to drink? And whatever I said, he bought me like a case of it, trying to whatever, And I said, no, listen, we're just friends. I'm just going here because it's like I have nothing else to do. I put it straight. And then he offered me his Cadillac. To do his Cadillac for one night. Now, see, he slept with a lot of the cocktail girls, but he gave them whatever, and they went, but I didn't. So it was like, I got to get this girl. Long story short, I just couldn't do it. I went to New York to dinner with him, and my girlfriend was in at that time. It was Regine's. It used to be Studio 54. Mm-hmm. And she's like, come here. We're having get away from him. Come here. You don't like him anyway. Let's party. And she was with a bunch of wise guys. So I said, yeah, that sounds good to me. So I said to him, listen, I don't feel good. I gotta go, So he goes, what do you mean? He just got me like this diamond bracelet, right? Because it was Christmas time. And he goes, what do you mean? I gotta go. So somehow he followed me, and I go into Regine's. I'm with my girlfriend. We're dancing on the floor. We're having a blast. Right before that, he took me to a party there. And who was I with? Cher and Greg Oldman. Okay. I had, it was amazing. It was like they walked by and I'm like, Cher, So anyway, my friend Dawn turns around and goes, oh my God, there he is. I go, who? That guy that you just dumped. I go, oh my God. So we hid behind the couch. We're hiding behind the couch. And so he gives the waiter $100, the maitre d' $100. He said, find her, find this girl. So the maitre d' comes and he's on the shoulder. I go, what? This guy wants to talk to you. He gave me $100 to get you out there. I go, oh, I got to end this. So I come out, and the wise guy go to me, you all right? You all right? With the coat over his shoulder. I said, I'll let you know. He goes, baby, baby, you have any problem, you let me know. I go, yeah, I'll let you know. So anyway, I go out and he goes,
now he wants to sleep with you.
yeah, right. He goes, I can't believe you, whatever. And I just gave you that jewelry. I go, you want this? I threw it at him. I said, now leave me alone. So now I go back in, I'm partying with the wise guys or whatever like that. And he's standing outside, he's walking up and down. The wise guy goes out there, he goes, he's still walking up and down out there. He goes, listen, what you want me to take? I said, no, just let him go. Just let him go, So that was about it. Oh, so then he came back in the baccarat pit. I said, what do you want? What do you want? And he stood on top of the steps and he goes, I gotta tell you something. You got a lot of spunk, kid. I said, thanks, whatever. Now, oh, wait, fast forward. My girlfriend comes in. She goes, remember that guy you were dating? I go, yeah, like a few months ago. Yeah. What about him? She goes, he tried to kill his wife. I said, what do you mean he tried to kill his wife? He had the largest medical supply in New York City. And I didn't even know he was married. Okay. That's why I met him at the Park Avenue for a drink, Park Avenue Hotel, whatever. Because I said, I'm having a drink, I'm out. So, yeah, he said, yeah, he made her breakfast one morning, honey. You want a little breakfast? You want a little orange juice, a little poison in it? So she drank the orange juice and he tried to poison her, but he didn't kill her. She was okay, but she almost died. And this is like 3 months after me. I could have been poisoned.
I know the feeling, Rosanna.
So
Yeah.
So he went to jail.
Hey, what's in my water?
Yeah. But
Wow.
Welcome to the Mike Dating Show.
I know. Oh my God.
Well, if I'm not here, you'll know what happened to me.
Right.
No, girl.
Well,
I got your back.
I think you need somebody to. I think we got to connect you with one of our matchmakers because you are dating the wrong type of men, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. So I
mean, you could date a bad boy-ish kind of person, but like not actually one with a prison record. We gotta kind of move on with that one.
Jordan, Mario, Kelly, I'm just looking for one single woman who is honest. Oh.
Wait, so is Jordan trying to pick up Mary?
Yeah. I think so.
Right. Mm-hmm. I can't see all the.
Yeah. So Joanne, first of all, I'm sorry that you had to deal with all that.
That's all right. I'll live to tell the story, right? So,
I mean, the villages might not be so bad. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just trying to decide what kind of tassel what color I want to hang. So I know like where I'm at,
I mean, the worst thing you're gonna get hit in the head with is a loofah.
That's funny. Well, she's here now. She's not in Florida.
Or a cane.
So now we got to find you a nice Jersey boy.
Yes.
Having an event in Medford for your age group, so you should check that out because that'll be, professional men, good men. So we'll have to have you come to that. How's that sound?
There's a few in the trash company, the trash business, but I mean, most of them are in construction.
Construction, like construction.
Yeah, construction.
Yeah.
OMG. Don't get me killed.
I'm not going to get you killed.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
And to hear your stories.
Thank you.
Hopefully things look up from here.
Yeah.
Happy to bet the men if you want. Maybe you could bring them on the show. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
People who don't start dating.
Can we not bring someone on the show that's going to try to eat me? What the fuck are you talking about?
That's true. Hopefully she's grown from that.
Yeah, somebody be like, this fucking guy like shanked me in the show, right? Like a sharpened spoon over here.
She's not going to entertain men that are trying to kill their wives anymore.
Right.
She was 20 years old at the time. Look at her. She's a smart woman now.
Right.
I will be there at one in Medford. Hopefully I get to meet you. Oh my goodness. There might be a little connection happening here with Mary and Jordan. I love it.
Get you a wing girl anyway. Hey, Mary Kelly.
Right. Anyway. All right, Joanne.
Wait a minute. I don't trust anybody with two first names.
Mary Kelly. Yeah.
I mean, I trust you, Mary. I'm just kidding. Oh, there's Selena. Oh, okay, two first names again.
Yes,
all right, what's up with our guest lists?
Nah. Yes, we have events in PA, Selena. Don't worry. We have one tomorrow or Wednesday night, actually.
Selena, you know you come to here, so stop it. Stop it. We
Um,
got big old goofy Joe for you.
so Joanne, you're more than welcome to hang out. We're just gonna go ahead and finish up the show real quick, and then we're gonna bid everybody goodbye. So, with that said, Mike,
Yes, dear.
here we are.
Yes.
Mike,
Still,
my pleasure
thank
meeting
you.
you, both of
Thank you.
you.
It's a pleasure meeting you as
same
well.
here.
You too.
Thanks, Joanne.
Mwah.
Pleasure.
Ciao.
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 Um,
Arrivederci.
so here we are still basing in the Eagles win. We talked about the fact that cuffing season is almost coming to an end. So everybody needs to work on getting their person before the non-cuffing season comes and hot girl summer. Is that what we call it? Hot girl summer. What about the hot guy summer?
Fuck, I'm hot all year long. What are you talking
Oh, brother. What about the hot guy summer? Like, I don't know. I personally
Listen,
like
we
going out
all-
on the beach and seeing the bulges from the European men.
Guys generally,
right?
girls generally are like, thank God it's not summer anywhere. I don't have to be half naked in a bikini. And then
That's true. And they can eat whatever they want for the next few
right.
months.
Guys in general, we don't have to go back and forth like that.
Yeah, you do.
I told you I look at all summer, all year long.
Yeah. Okay. Me
And I
too.
skip hot girl summer because I go to Florida in January.
No, but let me
Get a
tell
little
you.
advanced dating.
Let me tell you. I have gone to the beach and I have seen a few men who did not even. They should not even been in bathing suits at all.
I mean, there's a couple unflattering photos of me when I was in the islands, but that was my first.
When
The
did
first
we-
time I was single a
when
couple
did we go,
years
like
ago.
the All About Mike show.
Didn't you see the new logo? Put it up.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about because you said about hot
All
girl.
right, well, let's talk about
summer.
you. All right, so start working on your hot girl shit.
No, I'm not. I don't care about my hot girl shit.
Well, so what are you gonna do this summer?
I'm-
Read 50 Shades of Grey?
Honestly, I'll be working. I'm working a lot right now. But that's funny.
You like that?
No, I'm gonna be acting out 50 Gates. 50 Gates.
You're gonna be acting out I said 50 Shades of Gay. You're gonna be acting that out? Oh, all right. Rosanna.
Anyway,
You know what?
we're
Maybe you should
no,
talk about girls.
No. I like
Say it.
whole, not whole. By the way, Jimmy, we're gonna need to patent that.
So be on your shirt, pole and
Ready
hole.
for the warm, do beach events. Yes, I agree.
See, Selena's ready for hot girl summer.
Actually, we are going to be doing some Sure events this summer, so stay tuned. Anyway,
Shore Day Whore. I mean, what Shore to Tour or what is it? What's it
What?
called? Yeah, Tour to Shore.
What you talking about, Willis?
I thought it was, my bad. Shore to Horse. Tour to
Shore horse?
Tour the Horse.
Shore horse?
Yes.
Shore horse.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'd like to see a hot summer, hot guy summer.
Yeah, it's
That's
called
what I wanna
the part with the gay beach, in Miami.
Have you ever done a nude
gay beach?
No,
No, nude
nude beach.
Funny story. I was in Miami once, and I was walking down the beach with my buddy, and you have to pay attention to the
Walking
flags.
down the beach with
You have
your
to pay atten-
buddy.
So we're like halfway into the gay beach, not realizing we were,
Mhm.
because you know, we're just going like, whatever. And I'm like, where'd all the girls go? And like they're all on towels, all swimming and frolicking in the speedos, and I'm like, holy shit! I think we're. And we saw the flags, right? And it was like white party weekend, so that's like times 1,000, like 10,000.
Oh my God.
And we're both like in the middle of, and we're like, do we go straight? Do we go forward? Do we go backwards? Do we go down the middle? How the hell do we get out of
That's
here?
terrible.
I mean, it was.
So did you just?
We did. We just started.
You know, if you can't beat
It
'em,
wasn't
join
that
'em?
big. It wasn't that big.
If
of
you
a
can't
deal,
beat them,
but-
did you join them?
No, we did not join.
No,
No, we were not playing volleyball with speedos. We're not playing volleyballs.
Actually, I don't mind watching that though. I don't mind watching that.
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah, it wasn't for me.
Either way.
No.
No, but have you done a nude beach where it's men and women alike? And
There's one outside Cape May. Yeah, did you ever see those people? Oh God. So the answer is it's not fun being the skinnier, younger person on those necessarily.
Got
Like the people that go to some of those they're nudists, and they're all out there in all shapes and forms.
Got it.
Like there needs like
So it's not a hot.
yeah, so a buddy of mine that my girlfriend hates, by the way, is a DJ, and he does all the swinger stuff in Mexico, all those hotels and everything. Like, and some of those parties are designed for like the, people to take care of themselves well.
Got it.
But the nude beach in like Cape May and
Got it. Okay.
No.
Noted.
Yeah.
Noted. Because there's one like Central Jersey, I believe.
Yeah.
And I thought about going.
I mean, already
Trying
in
it,
Europe,
just for the fall. I mean, just the
but funny enough, in Europe, right? So it's topless and everything. But that's not really that big of a deal. I mean, the guys are in
I
Speedos. It's
know,
a
I
little-
know. It's a bigger deal.
I
here
mean, but
for
we see
some
an
reason.
Italian or Greek dude in a Speedo in America. We're like, but like,
That is true.
right?
I've been there, I've done that.
But
yeah.
like when you're in Italy and Greece, you're like,
Yep.
I feel like I'm overdressed for the beach here, and like,
Mhm.
and it's not really. I don't know why I don't know why it feels more offensive here.
I think just because
Or
we're not
maybe
used to it. We're just not accustomed to it.
I guess.
Yeah, that's their bathing suits. So for us to go there wearing a bathing suit that looks like shorts is probably weird to them.
All right, so you want to hear a funny story? All right, I'll give you one. I will give you one
We
more.
gotta hurry up.
All right, get one more. So I
All right.
dated a Russian girl,
Uh-huh.
and I hip checked her into the pool because she was talking at my parents' house at the holiday party, and she was talking about some guy that was hitting on her with her girlfriend. So when I walked past, I, hip checked her in the pool. Well, she'd already gotten out of the pool, fixed her hair, gotten dressed.
So she wanted to kill you.
She took off everything in front of the whole family. I mean,
Everything in the pool.
no, she got
Outside
out of the pool,
oh.
yelled at me for ruining her clothes, and then took off all of her clothes, all of them.
This is the girl you were dating?
Oh, we were together like 7 years. Yeah. And so like all the guys were like, holy shit, she's hot. And my mom's like, well, she's European. It's okay.
I love your mom. I love your mom.
I'm like,
She's
I've dated
the
strippers that know better. My nieces are in the pool. What the hell are you doing?
best. So funny.
Now I look back on it, she was European. And
Yeah,
like,
and for her, it was
wasn't
normal.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it was funny. I mean,
Maybe I should have lived in Europe. Now that I think about it.
it was nothing hard
I mean,
to do.
I'm Italian. I should probably just, Anyway, well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for another live episode of Modern Dating WTF. We hope that you had a few laughs, learned something new.
We hope we made you laugh, made you cry,
We really hope you said WTF
and we do bid you a goodbye.
from those two. And once again, how about those Eagles? Woo! Thanks for joining, everybody. Till next time.
Good night. Thank you and good night.